Hey everyone, it's Brandy and welcome back to my channel, Brandy Janae's Bookshelf. As you can tell from the title of this video, today I'm going to be going over all of the books that I purchased over the last 3 months. I haven't done a book haul because I haven't had enough books to show off in a few months. So instead of having them pile up for the rest of the year, because I just made a pretty big purchase and then I also received a couple books for my birthday as well, I figured this would be the perfect time to, show off what I got. So starting off with the books that I picked up and received in May, the majority of the ones that I have came from different subscriptions, and then the other one I got an early review copy, like a physical copy, which I was super grateful for. So I'm going to start off actually with the one that I received in an Outcrate box. That one is The Ones We're Meant to Find by Joan He, and like I said, I got this from Outcrate, so this is a special edition cover. I believe the regular one is like blues and greens and this one is purple and pinks. I'm sure you've probably seen this cover all over in different unboxings before, but here's the back cover. There is some special things inside, so I will try to show those off as well. Of course, there is an author letter, and I believe this is actually the colors of the original cover, so you can see kind of the difference. Yeah, you can see the difference between those two. And then, like I said, on the back it's just the author's letter. Here is the outside cover of the book. So that's really nice. We have a little foiling on there, which I'm pretty sure is exclusive to Outcrate. However, I don't know if the inside end pages are exclusive or not, but we have some artwork on the inside of there. Hopefully that's focused enough for you to see. And then it's slightly different on the back as well. And then of course it is also signed by the author. Alright, and then moving on, the next set of books that I had came from Manga Spice Cafe, which I will leave the video linked up above if you want to check that out. I think this was the first month where I did the unboxing and reviews all in one video. So like I said, I will make sure to have that link so you can go check that out if you're interested in seeing reviews for these and what all of the other goodies that came in the box was. But the first one that came out of that box was Call of the Night Volume 1 by Kotayama. And then we also received A School Frozen in Time Volume 1. Story is by Mizuki Sugimura, and art is by Naoshi Arakawa. Hopefully you can see that. Sorry for flinging that around. And then finally, the last volume of manga in that box was Zom 100 Volume 1, Bucket List of the Dead. Story is by Haro Aso. Art is by Kotaro Takada. And I have read all three of these, as well as The Ones We're Meant to Find. And then finally, the last book that I received in May, which was the early review copy that I was offered, is Beasts of Prey by Ayana Gray, which is a YA fantasy that is set to come out in September. I decided to just go get the little cover that it came in. So here is that. Yeah, it just had these leaves on it. There's a quote on the back of there. And then it does open up. And there's some information about the book, as well as this letter on the inside as well. So that was really nice for Penguin Team to send this my way. So thank you to them once again. I think I posted on social media, but just in case, thank you to Penguin Team for sending this my way. I haven't read it yet, but I will be soon. That was all of the books that I picked up and received in May. So now we're going to move over into everything that I received in June. I'm going to start off with subscription box books that I received. So the only box that I got in June was the Manga Spice Cafe box. So there's another set of 3 mangas that I received. The first one being Days on Fez Volume 1 by Kanato Oka, which I have actually already read this one as well. We have Undead Unluck Volume 1 by Yoshifumi Tozuka. I'm actually currently reading this one and it will get finished in August. And then finally the one I received at Manga Spice Cafe, which this will possibly be a spoiler for the video because I haven't actually posted that video yet, but it might end up going up before this. I'm not quite sure yet. Anyway, the other one was After School Hanako-kan, and I'm not quite sure how to say the author's name or the mangaka's name, but it's here. I do have another manga that I picked up in June, and that one was Sweat and Soap Volume 6 by Kentetsu Yamada. Another one that I have already read. I could not wait, but I really enjoyed this one as well. And then the final book that I picked up in June was Wolf Song by TJ Klune. Those are all the books that I picked up in June. Like I said, I feel like I have been a lot more restrained on what I'm spending money on books, or how much money I'm spending on books each month, because just looking at this, most of the books that I've received each month have come from subscription boxes. So yeah. I'm super proud of myself that for those 2 months that I really did not spend much of anything really on books. I mean, I spent money, but not nearly as much as I have in the past in a single month. But July is a different story. So I told you guys in my deck of TBR that July was my birthday month, and I had already planned on getting books for myself, and I actually ended up not getting as much as I had initially planned because I was going to get like regular books and manga, but I ended up just really getting manga. It just ended up working out where I think I was doing a little bit of research on some books that I might want, but I really didn't give myself enough time. And then after spending so much on manga, I was just like, you know what? I don't really need books. I don't have anything that I'm dying to have at the moment. So I just didn't pick up any extra books at the moment. And I might at some point, I might just try them from the library first just to make sure I like them. Because I'm liking the whole try it out before you buy it thing. So that I don't have a bunch of books that I'm like, now I need to find a way to get rid of them without wasting too much money, if that makes sense. So I actually think I want to start off with the 2 books that were gifted to me for my birthday, which I had a whole vlog that I was planning on posting, but I literally sit in this same spot and just talk to the camera, and I was just like, that is the most boring vlog ever. I don't know if you guys enjoy those. I always feel like that, like I'm like, oh, it's gonna be super exciting, I'm gonna do all this stuff, and then I literally just sit here and don't do anything. So I had it filmed and I deleted all the footage because I was like, I don't think that it's exciting or entertaining at all. And I feel really bad because I opened up both of these books on camera and I was like super excited. But anyway, I got gifted 2 books for my birthday from Tia, so thank you again. The first one is Ace of Spades, and I do not want to butcher the author's name. I had put it on my wish list because I was like, I really want to read it, but then I was gonna buy it for my birthday for myself. Then I was gonna get it from the library because I was like, you know what, I should probably make sure I like it before going out and buying a copy. And then Tia bought it for me, so thank you so much. I'm really excited. I'm gonna read it. I love the cover. It's absolutely beautiful. And then we get the artwork on the back just flipped around, and I'm so happy to have a copy. I really hope I love this. And then the other book that she picked up off of my TBR is The Jasmine Throne by Tasha Suri. And I remember seeing someone talk about this. I don't know. I'm not going to get into that again because I have a whole box of books to get through here. But I'm so excited. This is actually an adult fantasy. I've been really trying my best to branch out so that I can get a little bit more of the darkness and grittiness and fantasies that sometimes I don't get from the YAs that I have, and I'm hoping that adult fantasies will really give me that. But thank you once again, Tia, for sending me both of these books off my wish list. Like, you didn't have to give me 1, but you went and got me 2, and I really appreciate it. And thank you so much. Hey y'all, so I am technically in a different spot because I just filmed my deck of TBR. I completely forgot to do this during the actual book haul, so excuse me for the fact that I am half asleep. So I'm probably going to be rushing through this because I do need to get up kind of early tomorrow just to make sure I don't miss a delivery, as well as just trying to get other things done. So I have the Outcry box that I decided to get for July. There was a book that was going to be included in here, and I knew that I wanted to read the book anyway, and I figured why not just go ahead and treat myself and get the box as well, even though I know that most of the time I don't find the goodies very useful. I decided to just get the whole box because why not every once in a while. Anyway, here is the artwork for the Outcry box for July. Like I said, the theme for this month was potion and poisons. The first thing came in this box here. Sorry, I'm already like opening it. And it just says Outcry Apothecary Bibliophile Brew. And from my understanding, this is a TBR jar. So as always with all of their branded items, we have a cute little, like the owl logo. I think they call it Oswald or something, but this is actually really cute. Here is what the jar looks like. I hope it's focused enough for you guys to be able to see it. There's some text on there with this stencil design. There's also a quote on the other side and more of the design. The next thing that I had pulled out is this little pouch. It looks like it's actually a like hand sanitizer holder keychain thing. I don't know, very useful. I like the color of this, and it has like a little vial printed on there. I'm just really hoping that's focusing in on the design. Okay, so the next thing in here I'm actually not gonna unwrap because I don't know if it's gonna make a mess. So I'm glad that it's like shrink wrapped, but it's from Fiction Bath Co. And here's what that looks like. I hope it'll focus enough, like I said, for you guys to read that. But this is actually, it says it's a bubble elixir, but it can be used as either a bubble bath or like for a bubble bath or shower gel according to the cards. And it looks like it's water mint and clementine scented. The next thing that was in here was really weird. I was really confused. I had to look at the card, look at the little paper inside of it. Here it is here. This is actually a popsicle mold, and this little thing pops off the top. It's still attached so you don't lose it or anything as long as it doesn't break off. But you know, you can put stuff in here, fill it, freeze it, and you got your own homemade popsicle. I guess it's supposed to be like one of those like push-up popsicles, which makes sense. The only thing that I would say about this is that you only get one, and most of the time I feel like if people are making popsicles, they're not going to be making just one popsicle. So don't know how useful this is when you only have one. This is actually inspired, or the design is inspired by Three Dark Crowns, which I still have yet to read. And it also has like the little owl logo on the top there, so that's cute. The next thing that is in here is actually an enamel bookmark, and this is one that's on like a chain. And I think this is actually the second one that we received from Outcry before, and I really like I like the idea of these. They might not always be practical in books, but here is the little, I guess, designs on these. It looks like it's inspired by Alice in Wonderland because one side says eat me, the other side says drink me, and here is the chain, so it's like all attached to one. That's really nice. I think that's probably my favorite item so far, besides maybe the jar. I really don't want to unfold this right now, but it looks like we also received a tea towel that has like some plants and their names on them, which I think fits along with the theme of the book. Like I said, I don't want to open that, but I'm sure you can find pictures online somewhere of what this entire thing looks like from people who have opened it. And then there is also the monthly enamel pen that's included, and hopefully I can, there we go. There is the pen for the month. The book for July's box was The Poison Heart by Kaylin Bayron. We have the letter from the author with artwork on the back, or the cover on the back. Here is the book without the plastic. I don't know if you can tell, but it is like some slight foiling on the title. So here's what the hardcover looks like. It's this very pretty purple, and there's also some foiling on the cover. I do apologize for the glare, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. And then here is the artwork for inside of the dust jacket, which I think is also really pretty. This is a big reason why I decided to go ahead and just get the Outcred edition so I can have a special cover. So I really do hope that I enjoy this, because this edition is really pretty. And if I'm not mistaken, yes, we do also have signature, and I don't know if all of them are, but mine is in gold, which is also nice to go along with like the color schemes of the book. I think that's it for items that were included in the box. Like I said, this was supposed to be filmed with the rest of the book haul. I don't know if I'm gonna slip this into the beginning or the end, but it's here, and let's get back to whatever else is next. I have a whole box. I'm not gonna pick up the box because it's huge. Like I said, I had planned on buying manga anyway. I went a little crazy because I went on Right Stuff Anime. They were having their birthday sale, which coincidentally fell right in July, which was perfect. I don't think everything that I picked up was like at its lowest price that it could have ever been, but it was all definitely discounted. Now that I'm looking at it, before I even can get into all of those, I do have a couple that came in Manga Spice Cafe for July. So once again, these are actually spoilers because I haven't posted the video for this yet, and this is actually for the month of June. But the way these boxes work, I typically get the shipping notification like the second to last or last day of the month, and then I get it about halfway through the following month. That's usually why these are a month behind, but I'm like really behind this month because I just didn't get to any of the ones in June at all. This month I think has something to do with like romance or things like that. I'm not completely sure. I don't remember the theme, but two of the ones I'm super excited about. One I haven't heard of at all. Anyway, let's just show them off. So I have Video Girl AI Volume 1 Pre-Production by Masakazu Katsura. So here's that, and I think this is actually a reprinting of an old series, and I really like the fact that on the back cover it's basically a cassette tape. The next one that came in the June themed box was Yakuza Lover, I'm not quite sure how you say that, Volume 1 by Nozomi Mino. And this one is another one I was super excited about anyway. I remember people talking about it and how smutty it was, and I was like, okay, I like reading about Yakuza related stories, which is weird, in manga at least. And I was like, I need to pick that up. I had it on my wish list. I had it in my cart for the longest, but I was like, I need other things to pick up at the same time. And I'm glad that I waited because it came in a box. I wasn't expecting it, and it showed up. And then the final one that came in that month's box was Haru's Curse by Asuka Konishi. And this one I believe is actually a 2-volume bind up, and it's like the entire series in one, which is great because I don't have to go out and spend more money on continuing the series because I have the entire thing here. Now moving on to Right Stuff. Now some of these that are mixed in, I think I had got 3 mangas from Amazon because I had them in my cart on Right Stuff, but they were like out of stock. And I know that when you have so many things that are out of stock in your cart, they have the right to not ship them until everything is ready. And I was just like, I don't want to risk not having all of these. I picked up a lot of series, or at least more than one in a series, but like I said, all of these are just 1 volume, so let me go through those. So the first one of those 1 volume ones that I have is Cutie and the Beast Volume 3 by Yuhi Azumi, and this one was actually one of the pre-order ones that I almost picked up from Amazon, but thankfully pre-orders were on sale as well, which was beautiful, because you know, I didn't mind waiting a couple of days. And then I think because I had ordered it all at the same time, shipping was still free. So like I said, beautiful. The next one that I have is Sweat and Soap Volume 7 by Kentetsu Yamada. Y'all, This is one of my favorite manga series ever. I love this, and I'm gonna be sad to see it end, but I'm so happy that I have another volume of this so soon. Next is A School Frozen in Time, Volume 2. Story is by Mizuki Sugimura. I did just show off Volume 1 earlier, so I picked up the sequel to this one because I think it had just came out recently. So I have now 2 volumes. The next one that I have is Zom 100, Bucket List of the Dead, Volume 2. Story by Haruo Aso. Another one that I just showed off, the first volume that I picked up before or got in a box. The next one that I have is actually the first volume, and I just wanted to try this one out before deciding whether or not I wanted to continue this series, because I honestly am not really sure what this one is about, but I've seen it floating around whenever I'm hearing people talk about manga, especially food related manga, so that's why I decided to try this one out. But this is Otherworldly Izakaya Nobu Volume 1. I'm butchering that, so we're just gonna leave it there. And then the last of the ones that I picked up that is just a single volume as opposed to everything else that is left in the box is Solo Leveling Volume 2 by Chugong, or at least the original story is by Chugong, and I am super duper excited to pick this one up. I'm probably going to try to fit this into August. Alright, for the rest of these, I'm going to go through them as quickly as possible because honestly, I don't know much about any of them. So the first one is actually a series that I picked up because Tia was talking about it in a couple comments. I was super behind on YouTube comments, and I think I read 2 or 3 comments where she mentioned the series and how much she was enjoying it. And after looking into what it was about, I was just like, okay, probably a bad idea to go pick them all up at once, but I decided to pick up the entire series because it was only 5 volumes long. And yeah, I did that. So I have all 5 volumes of Astra Lost in Space, and this one is by Kenta Shinohara. So here's Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, and then finally Volume 5. I also picked up the next 2 volumes of Orient by Shinobu Otaka. So I have Volume 2 as well as Volume 3. The next series that I have is Requiem of the Rose King by Aya Kano. I think is how you say that. I have Volume 1 as well as Volume 2. I don't remember exactly where I left off, but I picked up 2 volumes of Dead Man Wonderland. I think this one is like a sci-fi, maybe with a blend of fantasy. I'm not quite sure, but this one seems like it's going to be super dark and creepy. So I'm really excited for this one. But here is Volume 1 as well as Volume 2. I actually picked up both of these from Amazon because these are 2 that said out of stock, and I didn't know when they would be back in stock at Right Stuff, so I just picked those up from Amazon. Next, I have The Witch and the Beast by Kazuki Satake. So I did pick up 2 volumes of this one as well. So here is Volume 1 as well as Volume 2. I did also pick up 2 volumes of Cherry Magic by Yu Toyota. I have had these in my cart on Amazon for the longest. Here is that I have Volume 1 as well as Volume 2. And then the final set of books or mangas that I picked up that I wanted to show off to you guys was 4 volumes of Children of the Whales by Abby Umeda. Here is Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, and then finally here's Volume 5. That is everything that I have that I received or purchased, mostly purchased over the last 3 months. Like I said, most of these I did get in July because I was treating myself for my birthday. I have new things to read. I'm always happy when I have new books to read. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that here because I feel like I'm just rambling at this point. So let me know down in the comments what are some of the books that you picked up, if you picked up any in July. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you would like to see more from me, make sure you subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye.